Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. My name is Joseph, and today I am here with Dion, and we're looking at the price of Bitcoin. And Dion is going to give us a trading signal on the HBAR coin. Let me see, what is the real name of HBAR? It's the Hedera coin. Okay, so if you're not familiar with that coin, it's the 16th coin on the list of coin market cap. Is a very strong project. Dion really loves that coin. So good morning, Dion. Tell us what's happening with Bitcoin.
Hi, good morning, guys. Okay, let's quickly just start with the indicators. US dollar. It's doing a bit of a rally again, so that's pulling all our other markets down. And there's news coming up this week, so again, a week that we would have to be just careful. We'll see in Bitcoin now what happened now with the last news event. But remember last month with this PPI, it was actually, and the CPI, it was actually massive moves in the market, so we'll have to just be careful. But for now, the dollar's on its way up, and that's bringing all the other markets down. So quickly look at Nasdaq. That's pulling back quite strongly. S&P 500 also pulling back strongly. Gold is also pulling back. Gold had such a nice run when the dollar was climbing. It's at the moment pulling back again. And then the money flow into the altcoins, that's actually looking fairly good. We're on an uptrend here, and it looks like we're about to break out. So money is definitely coming back into the altcoins. And then the altcoin perpetual index, so that's just the top 10 altcoins, also on a nice upwards curve here and very close to breaking the 50 MA. So once we've broken that, we could potentially do what we did here and just do a massive spike in altcoins. So it's looking great for the altcoins this week for now. The Bitcoin dominance also very cool for us is we've had a nice pullback here. So that's also giving the altcoins opportunity to breathe. So it's really panning out to look like a great week for all the altcoins. Quickly, Ethereum just on the weekly. Still, this is just like so slow since that merge. Just nothing has been happening. We had that dump and then just going sideways. I think we can watch this new trend line forming here. We need to break this 1,350, then 1,4, and then the big level is 1,5. So we're below all of those, and obviously we'll have to break this trend line and get above it, and that would probably happen the same time that we break this 1,350. You'll see also, yeah, on the volume we below the point of control of the volume, so there's still quite a bit of volume here above us that we would have to break before we can start seeing some upside on Ethereum. Bitcoin on the weekly, so remember we were trading in this narrowing wedge here, which normally breaks out to the upside, and that has now happened last week, so we did actually break out. So this is now gone, that wedge has now been sorted. So now our next obstacle is this trend line here that we've been under since 15 August. So we've been breaking down from this trend line, so this is the next one we would have to break, and then ultimately we're still struggling with this 200 MA, which is a massive one to break for us on this weekly. So that would be our next target then on Bitcoin there. On the 5-day, remember we're keeping an eye on that prediction of Steve, the 50 and the 200 crossing on the 5-day chart. So that happened like 3 days ago, and as we expected, it hasn't caused the havoc that everyone was expecting. So we're still just ranging sideways here, and we're hoping that, or we're foreseeing that this would happen. What happened here last time? So we had a crossing, and we just rallied sideways and then eventually broke it to the upside, and the 50 broke back to the top. So we're hoping for this green just to even out and then start moving to the upside. The support, yeah, is just still great for Bitcoin. It's just going nowhere. It's just going not lower. So it's just holding the support line around about 19,000, which is fantastic. Then the daily, we've been in this trend for a while now, just this parallel channel. Remember, we were starting to break the halfway mark now. We've managed to do that. So we're trading above the halfway mark of this parallel channel. We've tried now a few times to break this 50 MA on the daily, and it looks like we just, you see the previous rejections we've had from there were quite bad, but this time it's not that bad. So it looks as if it's just like a small little retracement going sideways now. So I just have a feeling the next attack on the 50 we might be able to break it, and then also break out of this channel, this parallel channel here on the daily. On the 4 hour, also still much of a muchness, so we had that supply zone up at the top. Whenever we hit that, we break down. The demand, so whenever we hit the demand zone here, we go to the top side, and our big level you had to break is this 20,400. So last week I spotted this M reversal pattern. I was sure that they were going to take us up higher here to drop us with that news event, but it turned out they didn't. So they just dropped us straight from there. They just dropped us. So this turned out to just be the perfect reversal pattern. So at the moment on the 4 hour, it's not confirmed, but it's looking to me as if we have now the opposite, a W reversal pattern to the top side. What we'll just have to give it another day or two just to play out, and see if that is what's going to happen here. And also you can see that the 50 and the 200 are getting closer and closer and closer together. So that's also going to be great for us on the 4 hour, a start to break the 50 breaking upside of the 200. That will be very, very cool for us. And on the 4 hour, you can see on Bitcoin, the point of control of the volume is under us. So that's great. So you can see a lot of support here below Bitcoin at the moment and not that much above. So it's also stacking up to be it looks like a potential good week for Bitcoin reversal pattern, and then a nice run to the upside. So that news is coming, I think, on Wednesday. So I think that we would probably see 2 or so days trading nice to the upside, and then we'll have to wait for that news event to see if they're going to dump us down again or what exactly is going to happen there. The coin that we want to look at today, HBAR. So this is on the 4 hour chart. You can see to the high, the current high, that it has is 700% from where we are now. So we have had a massive pullback since November, like all the coins. But this is really a very, very nice coin. We've at here we've broken out of that trend line here, and we've broken above the 50. So all I would wait for, we've got a strong support line here, is as soon as we can break this 50 here, and you can see we've tried many times, so it's really getting closer. I think soon, within the next day or two, I'm guessing we would break this 200 and settle above it, and that's when I would enter and then go for like 10%. But I think there's a very good possibility of actually hitting this 20%, that range high there. So depending on what happens to Bitcoin, but I think there's a potential good move stacking up here on HBAR. And why I looked at this coin is actually the whole last week I've just been seeing it all over on social media, and quite a few of the big players, billionaires, are buying into HBAR heavily. So it really is a good project, and a long-term good hold. So also, if you wanted to just buy and wait out the 700% profit, it's an excellent hodl coin as well to get into now. And that's it from me, Joseph.
Hey, thank you, Dion. Yeah, I really like that HBAR coin. 2 years ago, when I started to DCA trade, one of the coins that I started looking at, but then HBAR was a little bit less known, and then I traded for a while only HBAR. I think for 1 or 2 months, that was literally almost the only coin I spend most of my time on. So I really love this project. There's a lot of volatility volatility in this, and it consistently shows good results when you DCA. It also has these little spikes to the upside, so if you just put your take profit in, then it many times just grabs it. So I would not, for this coin, just buy it and just hold. Put a take profit at a solid resistance level, and you'll see it will possibly hit that, and then when it comes back you can buy in again and make a little bit more. So it's an excellent coin for day trading, for scalp trading, but also in terms of long-term holding. This coin had consistent growth, so yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Dion. It's an excellent analysis of Bitcoin. I'm very impressed with how Bitcoin is holding on. I was watching this interview of this guy Mark Jasko, and he explains that June was the low of Bitcoin, but now we are in a spring season, and then comes a summer season. So he says when the market rallies, it's a summer season. Spring season, he says, especially where he lives, where it sometimes is really cold and then other days very hot, it's like very unpredictable. That is where he says we are in Bitcoin. The winter season is over, but now you have these hot days and cold days and hot days and cold days. And at some point the rain is going to come, and then you're going to enter into summer season where the market is consistently going to rally up. So, don't be scared. Steve from Crypto Crew University says again that right now it's more dangerous to be out of Bitcoin and wait for a low than to be in Bitcoin. So his recommendation is every Monday just buy Bitcoin. So let's say you divide your money up into 3 months. Every Monday just buy a portion of Bitcoin, and because usually after weekends it sometimes dips a little bit, so it's a good time to buy on a Monday. Or once a week just wait for your RSI to pull back below the 30, and then just buy in, and then just continue to DCA into Bitcoin. So I want to encourage you guys, don't let the fear clutter your mindset and you think I should not get into crypto. This is a time to gradually, but don't put all your money in one go. Gradually just build your positions, decide on which coins you're gonna invest, and then start building positions up for yourself. If you DCA like that, it's in and out the whole time. But don't stay out of the market thinking it's still gonna go to 10,000. It might happen, but it becomes, every day it becomes less and less a possibility. Alright, awesome. Thank you, Dion. It was a good analysis. So guys, we're going to be back. I actually want to take you guys over that interview of Mark Jasko, and also we're going to look at Steve from Crypto Crew. So we're going to be back in a few moments. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and also share this with your friends and your family. This is good information, and if you do the stuff that we talk about, it can change your life. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Dion.
Thanks guys, see you later. Cheers.